Welcome to the Being Beautifully Honest podcast and channel. Thanks for being here, being subbed if you're not. Hit the button, and while you're at it, hit that like button. It's like walking in the room and hitting that light switch. Let's brighten up the place and get into the royal drama. So guys, I don't think Meghan Markle's timing is ever really the greatest, and I'm not going to blame her for some of the announcements that are made, because things like the LA fires, I don't think she could have predicted this would be going on when she made her official announcement and return to Instagram. But yeah, she has officially come to Instagram after a 5-year hiatus with a new Instagram handle, and she made a video post on her Instagram account announcing, a happy new year and her return to Instagram. And she's got some things coming up, because we all know she's got the American Riviera Orchard brand that is due to be released, I'm assuming, sometime this year. But Meghan McCain, someone who is extremely opinionated, she came out to comment when it was announced that Meghan Markle's Netflix series is due to be released very soon, and I believe it's called With Love, Meghan, and it's got like Martha Stewart vibes. It's her cooking and gardening and having friends over, and those different types of things that, whether they're really her friends or not, I don't know, but I'm saying that's what is being shown on the trailer for the show. Well, I'm probably not going to watch the show, and it's not because I'm not a big fan of Meghan Markle. I don't watch Martha Stewart either. I'm not, some of the clips of things I've seen, it looks interesting, but it's, I'm probably not going to watch it. But if this is something that she is enjoying and it's in her Netflix contract, because we know that she and Harry got a huge Netflix contract to create these shows, and they haven't been doing very well with some of the other things that they have been contracted to do. They got their contract nixed by Spotify, and one of the guys there called her and Harry effing grifters and lazy. And so listen, if this is actual work that she is going to put in to do, and it does well, then more power to her. I don't really care. But Meghan McCain, it's like, girl, I may not be the biggest Meghan Markle fan, but you're really sounding quite ridiculous right now. So she made a post, and what she said was this: I was originally a Meghan Markle supporter. I thought she was cool, stylish, and refreshing. Like the rest of the world, my opinion changed when she disrespected the royal family. Now that she wants to be American again, instead of British aristocracy, what she seems to forget is Americans want real, raw, uncensored. All of this, even in the trailer, is highly curated, produced, and out of touch. There have been 2 terror attacks in 2 days, major wars raging, and Americans can't pay for groceries. We are a country in rage, uncertainty, and intensity right now. This concept is ill-advised. I would have told her to do a show helping bring fresh food to food deserts in low-income neighborhoods. Do something to help people instead of our ego. This is why the world doesn't like you. Nothing else. Just completely and utterly tone deaf to the moment. Now listen, while I will say the things that she's saying overall in her statement are facts, I mean, they are. I don't want to hear about her being out of touch when we are about to in a few weeks here inaugurate one of the most out of touch people in the world to be the president of the United States that she more than likely voted for. Okay, so just miss me with the hypocrisy of that. And for those of you who have been here who know that I have been doing some royal drama, Meghan and Harry commentary for like the past, I don't know what, 4 years or so, that I have not been the biggest fan of Meghan Markle and have definitely been highly critical of her. But to say what she's doing is out of touch, while that may be true, it's the hypocrisy for me, because miss me with that when this is something that she's doing as a job versus what people are about to have as their president of the United States, as one of the most out of touch people that there is. This person that's talking about wanting to wage war so that America can take a hold of Greenland, and Canada becoming the 51st state of America, and renaming the Panama Canal the American Canal, or the Gulf of Mexico the Gulf of America, and taking the Panama Canal back, and all this other. It's like, seriously, this dude is one of the most out of touch in the world. So yeah, Meghan Markle, she definitely has had her fair share of criticism, and I've been one of those people that have been a staunch critic as well. And yeah, I do believe that the show, it's a show. She says the trailer is highly curated, produced, and out of touch. It is a show. It's not a reality show where they're following her around and she's, waking up and doing a get ready with me like she's on YouTube or something like that. So yeah, it's definitely highly produced. Will it be a fan favorite? I don't know. I'm quite sure it's going to be in the top 10 for at least a while on Netflix, because Netflix has a vested interest in it doing well, because they're making their money off of this too. It's not just about Harry and Meghan. But for Meghan to say, she's out of touch, it's like, girl, miss me with that, because there are billionaires that are donating millions of dollars to Donald Trump for his inauguration. So who's out of touch? Like, seriously, who's out of touch? I don't hear her with the criticism for that, but you're going to talk about Meghan Markle should be going around and delivering food to low-income neighborhoods and food deserts. It's like, why don't you do that and make it a thing, and let's see how that goes. And yeah, Meghan definitely is about her ego. Like, this is a woman that cut her own dad off but made a full post about her dog dying. I mean, I'm just saying. So there, although like I said, there are some things that Meghan McCain said about Meghan Markle that I do agree with. The one thing I just can't get with is her trying to call Meghan Markle out for being out of touch, when I don't see her doing that about the person who's about to be inaugurated to be the president of the United States, who was pretty much bought by Elon Musk, and Elon and other billionaires and multimillionaires and corporations of the like are donating millions of dollars to Donald Trump's inauguration, let alone other things that they're doing to either continue to operate the way that they've been able to operate in the upper echelon and the privileged of this nation, but to be in an even better state than they currently already are. So that's as out of touch that it gets. I'm not going to sit and compare Meghan Markle to all of the hypocrisy that goes on in government. Like, it's just, this is a private citizen at this point. And yeah, while I do agree with some of the things that she said about her wanting to be, British aristocracy, and, now that she's back to America, she wants to be, seen in a different light. Well, Meghan Markle is definitely about herself, so you can't take that away from her. It's just is who she is, but she's not somebody that owes the country a debt of service or gratitude. She may be who she is, but that is who she is, and how she lives and operates, it doesn't change the way that I live. The way that the current person who is about to be inaugurated handles things and operates, it does affect my life. So I care more about people like him and the likes of those who are coddling him, donating to him, pretty much buying their way throughout their entitlements. I care a whole lot more about that because it's not fair. And it's also being reported that what is going on right now in Harry and Meghan's marriage is that Harry is like, this isn't the life that he wanted. And there are rumors of them living separate lives. Now, while a few weeks ago, Harry did make a statement to pretty much debunk the rumors of divorce. Like I said before, it doesn't mean that there is not trouble in their household and in the relationship. So a source is telling The Heat that while they are far from heading to the divorce courts, Harry, who spent last year attempting to build bridges with the royal family, has finally admitted that their current setup of pursuing individual paths in the public eye isn't working. On the surface, Meghan and Harry are doing their best to laugh off rumors that things are not exactly rock solid between them. But the truth is, the life they're living now isn't what either of them had imagined at the start. While Harry and Meghan, 40 and 43, made 2 high-profile full royal tours last year to Nigeria in May and Colombia in August, they spent much of 2024 working apart. Harry carried out solo engagements in Canada, where his Invictus Games will be held next month, and also went on a 2-week trip visiting New York, London, South Africa, and Lesotho. While he was away, Meghan made 2 surprise appearances on the red carpet in Beverly Hills, including a reunion with film producer pal Tyler Perry at the Paley Honors Gala. She also kicked off the new year with 2 more solo ventures, debuting her new Instagram account at Meghan with a video of herself on the beach and a trailer for her new Netflix lifestyle show. But while Meghan is forging ahead with her own career plans, we're told this way of living is no longer working for Harry. Although his wife seems to accept being estranged from her family, having not spoken to her father Thomas since 2018, Harry is determined to make 2025 the year he finally makes amends with his. Harry has said things aren't working for him. The major sticking point is the mess with his family, which he's taking responsibility for, while Meghan is still putting the blame firmly on the palace. And while Meghan is supportive of Harry building bridges, the source adds that she isn't willing to budge on her reluctance to return to the UK. The source also said that people have even told him that it's good he is spending time apart from Meghan, as it's been like a pressure cooker. Harry is feeling more homesick than ever, especially with all of the health challenges that people in his family have had, like his father, who knows how many years he has left, and someone that he was pretty close to before Meghan came into the picture, Princess Catherine, or Kate, as a lot of people call her. The Insider says the question for Harry and Meghan this year is how they go about prioritizing their marriage, as they appear to be on completely separate pages in their lives. Friends are worried that if things get way more tense between them, they may start wondering if it's all worth it, especially if Harry isn't happy. Now, they had a 5-year deal with Netflix, and this is the final year of that deal, and it's been reported that the other things that they've dropped have really been not so great. So the pressure's on her for this to be successful, because the chances, if it isn't, of them getting another deal are probably highly unlikely. So we'll see what comes of this. But yeah, I could understand if Harry was close with his family and Meghan was not close with hers, and all you really hear about when it comes to her family is her mother. It would be one thing if that's all she had, but she had relationships at least with her father, to my knowledge, before she got with Harry, and then things just took a turn for the worse. It would be a shame if he lost his father and he didn't make the time to one, make amends and to, see him and be in his life some more before he is no longer here, simply because Meghan's feelings were hurt and she wanted to hightail it out of the UK and come to America and become the royal American family, if you will. And that has somewhat been rejected because there are no royals here in America. But with all of that being said, let me know what you think about what Meghan McCain had to say about Meghan Markle being out of touch. Let me know what you think about Meghan's return to Instagram and her new Netflix series that is about to drop here in the next few days, and Harry's thoughts about things really not working in terms of how the relationship is and him not having his family that he was close with before in his life at all. Hey guys, welcome to the Being Beautifully Honest podcast and channel. Thanks for being here, being subbed. If you're not, hit the button, and if you're listening on YouTube, hit the like. It's like walking in the room and hitting that light switch. Let's brighten up the place and get into the holy mess.